Now that fall is here, as you're taking your dogs out for your park walks, there are a couple of things you want to make sure you're adding to your dog park walk bag if you don't already have them. Now, I do recommend having these year round. This is going to help you no matter what time of year it is, but especially during the fall, as we're transitioning from one weather condition to the next, we want to make sure that we are adding this in to make it a safe and productive walk for you and for your dog. The first is going to be a tick remover. Now, these go by a bunch of different names. I'm going to link a couple of them down in the caption for you, the ones that I use, but this is just a nice little device that all you have to do is if your dog gets a tick or if you get a tick while you're out walking, you just slide it up against your skin around the insect, twist it, and that's just going to pop the entire bug out of your skin. We know it's really important, especially when it comes to ticks, to make sure you're removing the entire insect from your body, including the head that they like to kind of bury down under your skin. So using the tick twisters are going to allow you just to kind of very gently twist and pull out without having to fumble with tweezers and hope that you got everything out. These devices are really, really good for those. They're very cheap, very accessible, and very easy for you to get and put in your car, in your home, in your dog walk bag, all those things. I cannot say enough good things about having these, and they're really important when they do pop up. Fingers crossed you're not going to catch any ticks this year, but if you do, this is definitely going to be a way to easily remove them while you are out on location, while you're in the car, before you leave anywhere, or when you arrive at home and you notice that these ticks have jumped on you. You can get them off quickly, easily, without stress, and without having to fumble around with different types of tools. The next thing that I want to make sure that you have is water wipes. These are baby water wipes. They are 99% water, and then they're just the fabric of the cloth. There's no chemicals. They are made for babies. You can get them in the baby aisle. I'll link my favorites down below because they are not all equal. Some are very different. And so the ones for dogs are going to be a little bit better than maybe the ones that parents might recommend for babies. Still name brand, still one of the big ones, but I like them because they can rip so that I don't have to waste an entire one on something like dog eye allergy. So while you're out with your dog, especially if your dog has allergies, water wipes are going to be really, really important. So I use them to clean up my dog's eyes. If they shove their nose into something that is maybe dirty, I need to wipe off some dirt. If they are walking around and they're getting dirty with the dirt, with the mud, with the whatever you happen to be going through, I'm able to then wipe off paws before I put them back in my car. I am able to make sure they are nice and clean if they brush up against something, or if they're together and they decide to play and brush up against each other with their paws, if they bop each other, I can get that dirt, that sand, that clay, that mud, that whatever off of them very easily and clean them before I put them in the car. But it's also incredibly helpful if your dog has allergies. So now that we're transitioning into fall, we are getting all the fall allergens. The pollen count today where I live is off the charts. It is literally labeled as extreme conditions. And so when I am taking my dogs out, I make sure that I wipe them down. And that's what I can visually see and what I can't see. So I will just give them a nice little wipe down on any of their fur that is exposed to the elements, but I also make sure I spend a lot of time on their paws because one of my dog has extreme allergies. So even on normal days, I do have to kind of wipe her down to help keep that allergen count on her down so she's less itchy and chews up herself less. We've gone to the vet. We've done the whole thing. If you've been following our allergy journey, you know we've tried everything and nothing works for this poor baby, but helping to wipe her down definitely reduces how itchy my poor puppy is. So while you're out and about, you have water wipes to clean your dog off, to remove any allergy or allergens or pollen or any issues that could potentially be brought home with your dog, to make sure everything is clean before you get into your vehicle. Clean up your vehicle if it gets a little bit dirty. And this is also really nice because if you go to an area and it's you find a bench that you want to sit on for a few minutes, or you see somewhere that you want to do something with your dog, but it's a little bit dirty and unclean. Maybe you're going to a cafe after the fact. If you have your water wipes with you, you can just wipe down any areas that have food on them, that are sticky, that have dirt on them, whatever, and then allow your dog to be in that space without having to worry about them picking up anything from the contact with whatever was dirty. So water wipes, tick twisters, things that are going to help you to take care of your dog during the fall as we're transitioning out of summer into fall is going to be really, really helpful. We've talked about what to bring on your dog bags before, and we have a full playlist on dog park walk tips and tricks for safety, for your efficiency, and for your happiness as you're out and about with your pup. So follow along for more and drop your questions down in the comments below. Let us know, what tips do you have for walking your dog during those fall months in the comments below as we continue to build up the conversation in our comment section. And we'll see you in tomorrow's episode.